guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Karon. In today's video, I'd like to do a review of all the things that I've made from January through June, since we're halfway through the year, and I think I'm done sewing for this month. If I do sew something else for this month, oh well, it's just an extra, but I think I'm done for this month. So I'd like to review everything that I've made since from January through to June of this year. Bear with me, it might be a little long, but I'll definitely ensure that I minimize it or cut it as much as I possibly can so I can get through all of these. I think it's about 20 pieces or so. I'll keep check at the end. So I'd like to start off with, in January, I think I made two things. It's best I stand. Let me get my chair out the way. So in January, I think I made two things. Those two things were a blazer. No, I think I lied. I made three things. Let's start off with the blazer. So in January, I was on a quest to do a couple of blazers. The one I did mostly was McCall's 6172. That's McCall's 6172. And this is a linen fabric. I had some linen fabric, which I wasn't really sure what to do with it, and so I had a couple of ideas. I looked at some stuff. I checked Pinterest, and I was like, why not just get this blazer out of the way? So I made this blazer using the 6172 pattern, and I'll insert pictures as I go along. I lined the inside with some fabric that I had. Didn't know what I was going to do with this lining fabric, but here it is. I don't remember where I got the lining fabric, but I know I got this linen from Style Maker Fabric. I remember because I bought it with another fabric I had going on. So yes, this is my first make for January. It's the jacket McCall 6172, and my plan was to make this and wear with a white shirt. And of course my white shirt was going to be Simplicity 1538. I had made that a long time ago, but I thought that this was good to blend with it. Again, I'll insert pictures as I go along so you can see how I style them. So this was my first make for January. Let's put that to the side. The second thing I made for January was this blue shirt, and this was Simplicity 1538. And I made this blue shirt, I'm sorry, it needs ironing and I had too much to do, so I'm sorry. This shirt 1538, I had the idea to wear it with a blue blazer that I made. I don't think the blazer was a good make. It was a good make, but for me it wasn't ideal. It wasn't completed to my expectation because I had one of the lapels on it not working out fine, and then the pocket piece, it was my practice trial and error, and I didn't like how it turned out. I'll enter a picture of that as well. But this shirt by Simplicity 1538 was to go coordinate with that. I did get the shirt done, the blazer done, coordinated well, but again, because of the pocket, I didn't really wear it anywhere, so I don't count it as one of my makes because it wasn't a successful make. I can't wear it with one pocket done and the other's not done. So yeah, that's it. I'll insert a picture, as I said before, of what it is, but this was my January make along with that blue blazer. So I'll put this one away and I'll take a look at the next one. So now we're down to, and I'm sorry, let me say what I'm wearing. I think this is a Simplicity dress. I'm not sure which one, but give me a minute. I'll tell you in a minute. This dress is Simplicity 8014. Simplicity 8014, and I'm wearing view B. I made this one a long time ago. Yeah. So this is view B from Simplicity. Now let me get back to what I was doing. Okay, this one is, so we're done with January. I made 3 things, 2 blazers and this blue shirt. There was 1 blue blazer to go with this, and this was to go with a white shirt, 1538, so that ends January. Now we're into February with my makes, and for February I did another blazer, and this blazer, again, McCall 6172. I was on a blazer binge. I felt like making as many blazers as I possibly could, and so that was my plan, that was the idea. So for this one, it's a wool, slight wool tweedish fabric I got from, it's not, the light's not picking up correctly, but it's like a forest green. And this is the lining that I did on the inside. Here are the sleeves. So again, this is the McCall 6172 blazer that I did, and this one I made without the, oh my god, what do I call it? That interlining thing that I wanted to do, horsehair canvas that gave it the stiffening, that gave it the real sharp look. I eliminated it from this, and I think I regret doing that. So I have another one which is coming up, but I'm leaving it for perhaps fall. So this blazer was to go with this green shirt, and this again is 1538, and this is a gingham, green gingham. I got this fabric from Mood, and I got this one I think from Style Maker Fabric. So I made another shirt just to go with it, and I love the combination. I think it was a lovely make, and again, because of this, I still have the idea to make that berry one to go with a pink shirt or a red shirt that I already have here. So we're moving on in February. Up next was this dress. If I can find it. This one's McCall's 8035. That's McCall's 8035 for this one. And no, I don't think it is. I'm sorry. Let me find it. Let me find it quickly. It's somewhere right here. Yeah, it's McCall's 8285. That's McCall's 8285 right here. And I made view B, but with view B, I didn't want to make it the way it was. I wanted to extend it, and I wanted to add more stuff to it, in the sense that I wanted to make it a longer dress, and I wanted to make it, that one was like a playful look. I was going for a more formal look. So what I did with this one, as I was going on, there's a yoke at the front. So what I did was added a little frill in here on this piece, on both sides. There is French seam going in all around on the inside, and then down on the end where I have this ruffle going on in the tail, I also did a French seam down there to enclose it, enclose the whole thing. I did 2 yokes on this one, 2 back yokes and 2 front yokes. So once I got inside, the inside was sealed, closed, and clean. I love the way it looks most of the times. I love the way the garment looks on the dress form, but when I wear it, it's something else. Again, I'll insert a picture of it. I'm not so sure if it's the way I styled it or what, but I like the way it looks. And then these cute little buttons I tacked onto it, and with the puff sleeve. I absolutely love it on the dress form, but then again, I say I don't really like it when I put it on, but that's been me. We're still into February, I think. And here's the next one. This one is now the McCall's 8035. It's McCall's 8035. And this one I made view B. So this one I got the fabric from Mood Fabrics, and I think I made adjustments to this one. I extended the bodice because when I made it, it was kind of under my boob, which I didn't like. So I adjusted the bodice, extended it, and then for the skirt, I extended this piece. There are two pieces making the flounce on this one. I don't know how to. There are two pieces making the flounce on this one. At the end, I made the frill. And again, for this one, I did French seams on the inside. And I think this was the one I showed you guys where the inside finishing, I had some handmade bias tape. And what I did was just did the finishing on the inside with the contrasting tape. I did this all the way around. And then when it came to the inside of it, where the bodice meets the skirt, I did this finish with the tape as well. Again, I'll insert pictures of what it looks like being worn, and so you can see the actual styling of the contrasting bias tape on it. But this one, again, is McCall's 8035. I love this one. Not sure where I'm going to wear it to, but I definitely love this one. It's a unique fabric. I think it's a cotton sateen, and I don't remember if it was cotton sateen and voile or something else mixed, but it was really a nice one. We're still in February, I believe, and this is 1538 again. And for this one, it's the same shirt pattern, but because I make it so many times, whenever I make it, I try to put my own spin on it. So the yoke itself, the yoke was cut horizontally because the pattern is going vertically. So I just made a spin on that just to break it up a bit. The button panel itself right here was cut on the bias. The pockets were also done on the bias right there. The yoke on the inside was done on the bias right there, just to give it a clean finish. The inside of my shirt has the French seams. And so this is 1538, and this one was, I made this one with the intention of going with the berry blazer, which I haven't made yet, but my plan is to make it. Fabric still there looking at me, but I haven't touched it yet. So the next one I have is, I think this is a Mimi G pattern. This one is Simplicity 8830. That's Simplicity 8830. And this one, I loved it because it's a shirt. I wanted to try something different. And I also loved it because it's a longer version. I don't think you can see it. I'll pop it up on the inside so you can see it. I wanted something that was a shirt, a longer version, and I also changed the collar. That collar that's on it is like a mandarin collar, but I wanted something else, and so I kind of switched it up a bit. This one, I switched this up as well. The sleeve, the cuff on that sleeve is a bit different. I wanted it broader and I wanted it shorter because I didn't want to dress up sleeve like the way this has it. I wanted something that would fit the fabric as a more casual look. So I added the actual collar to the mandarin collar. That's all the change I did. And again, I added 2 yokes, one on the inside to ensure that it was clean. Again, the customary arm's eye French seam all the way throughout the fabric. So overall, I ended up with a clean finish on my shirt. I did this with some tiny buttons on this one. because it has so many specks of black going through it, I didn't want to use the big button and kind of throw off the pattern. But yes, this one is Simplicity 8830. It's one of my favorite big shirts. I really like it because I can pull it on, dress it up, or dress it down depending what it is. I've worn it probably twice. Yeah, but I really like it. So we have done with January, that's February. For March, we were not as busy as the rest of the, weren't as busy in March as we were in February. So January, I made 3 items. February, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items in February. So March, I guess I decided to take a break. So for March, here is another 1538. This one is a fabric I got from Mood. It's a tinier, like a window pane fabric, it looks like. Yeah. So when I made this, I was like, oh my goodness, I wanted so much up for it, but it was getting me cross-eyed with all the lines and stuff like that. So for this one, to break it up a bit, I had to cut the back on the bias. The front was just normal, but to give it some contrast or to break it up a bit, I added a piece of red on the button placket all the way going down so that it kind of stands out. It's different. It's not too loud, but it's just different. And then on the inside, the usual yoke to ensure that everything was clean and neat. French on the inside all the way through. And then on the cuffs, I was trying something different. Not sure it really worked or not. So on the end of the cuff, I didn't want to have the same thing. Hold on. Am I showing the right side of the shirt or the wrong side? I'm sorry. When it's a French seam, I have a hard time sometimes making sure. Okay. So on the outside, I just got stripes at the end. This is what I wanted on the end. But it was too much for me, so I kind of put it on the inside. And when I wear it, if and when I wear it, because again, it's for that red blazer, berry blazer, I plan to wear it on the outside like this because after making it, I don't think I like the stripes on the end. I'm more feeling this one. So yeah. So that's 1538. I've made so many of them now, I think I need to stop and try another pattern, but why stop if there's no problem with it? So here's the other dress I made January, February. So this is for March. This dress is March. And this one, if I can find the pattern, this one is McCall's 808. I don't want to lie. And wearing my glasses would be helpful. This one is McCall's 8035. That's 8035. And with this dress, I love the fabric. I got it from Mood Fabric. It's a cotton, it's either a cotton lawn or cotton voile. I'm not sure, but one of the two. It's a light cotton fabric. And for this one, nothing different about it except the fact that I extended the ties down here. Because of my arms, I wanted something that would stand out and not necessarily look all tiny on my hand. So I extended the ties on that. The yoke is finished in on the inside clean. Front seam, arm's eye. And then when I got to the waist of when I got to the waist between the bodice and the skirt, I added a black bias tape just to seal that finish there. And then on the front, this on the inside, I made that piece a different color just to have some contrast. So the black goes on the waist and this brown piece goes all the way down until I get to the end. And then I have the bias tape all the way that forms the hem on this skirt. For this one, I used some little round buttons that I had because I wanted them to stand out. But the flaw I have with this, I think I have too much exposure going on in my bust. And so the next time I make it, I think I need to get the correct fitting for the bust area so that I don't have this wide gaping hole exposing too much. So January, February, we were done with March. That was March. We made 2 things in March. And then we're on to April. We're busy again in April. So for April, the first thing I made was this Mimi G top. And this one, oh no, don't tell me I don't have it. Yeah. This one was Simplicity 8889. This one is Simplicity 8889. So for this one, it was like a top that had a crop style going on. I wasn't too much into the crop, like the crop thing. I wanted to ensure that I had a high-low short version, but for this one, I made 2 yokes, one on the inside and one on the outside. This one had the French seam going on under the arm's eye. However, when it got under the arm, because it has this sitting, it's not going to work. When it has this thing where I have to open it, because when it got down on the underside of this right here, it goes 2 ways. So how I worked that out is I opened it under the arm because I wanted to finish it with a bias binding here. I opened it under the arm, stitched it on itself, so I ended up with 2 pieces, and it wasn't like 1 piece going across the way I would finish with a French seam. And then for this, I had the baby blue bias tape going on the inside all the way around. I added this the pocket contrasting, so horizontal with the pocket and vertical with the actual fabric. And I have worn this one once. Yeah, I think I've worn this once, like a Friday wear to work, and it was okay. It was okay. It has a little high-low going on, but not really. I think it catches me right where it's supposed to, so where my pants would come up. But this is a great make. I'll make it again. I absolutely love it, and I love the fabric. I'm not sure, I don't remember where I got the fabric, but I've had it a long time ago. The next one is this one, and this is McCall's 7543. McCall's 7543. And this fabric I got from Zulove. I think it's ZEOULEF or something like that. I don't quite remember, but I have to take a look at the video, because in the video where I did this, I have a strip of the fabric showing the tag of where I got it from. So for this one, I think I made VB. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Because I'm thinking I'm confusing this with the other off-the-shoulder McCall's pattern too. I really think I mixed this up. But it's off-the-shoulder, you get the idea. This fabric is absolutely beautiful. I wanted to make sure the inside was as cute and pretty as the outside. So my Handmade bias tape again was used to finish the insides of this. At the top, didn't have to do much of the fabric because the fabric is gorgeous. This is what the fabric looks like. I was like, oh, this is a thread. And then have to make sure I'm looking correctly. That's the inside with the French seam. Tiny French seam going all the way down. This is the arm's eye on the inside there, and then the bias tape running across the top. So this is the inside of it, and this is the outside with the sleeve and what it looks like. So I absolutely love this fabric. It's cool. It looks, for me, I was thinking of a blue and white theme going on, like a Greek look, vacation look. So these two were my ideas of it. I didn't get everything finished, but I have another blue thing coming up, which is gonna be my blue blazer, baby blue blazer, and some stripes, something going on. So slightly a continuation of this perhaps, but not really. So the next one I have is this. It needs ironing, please forgive me. So this one is gonna be Simplicity. Let me get this chair out the way. This one is Simplicity 1538. It's my, seems as if my only shirt pattern that I have. So this one was cut on the, this was cut on the bias. This was cut opposite direction to give contrast to the sleeve. And on the inside, give me 1 second, I'm trying to undo this button. And the inside was cut on the bias. On the inside again, two yokes. This one on the bias to give some contrast. I'm sorry. The arm's eye are French seamed all the way down. And just a matter of fact, all my garments are done with the French seam just to enclose it, or just enclosing the seams without the serger, or the without the serger, because we're not on good terms. So it started out that I wasn't able to use it. I couldn't use it. I had challenges with it. And so I came up with an idea, and this was it. And I got to this point, and it's no turning back. I still have the machine, but I choose to do French seams because my garments are extremely neat with that method of sewing. So this one, 1538 for this shirt, I absolutely love it. And I think this could have been worn with a blue jacket or a blazer or green, anything from this. Absolutely love it. But this was a Friday plan for work, like a jeans day shirt. We're still in April, I think. Yeah, we're still in April. This one, was this 1538? I don't think so. This one was made from Butterick 6852. Yeah, this one was not 1538. This one's a Butterick. This one's a spin-off because I was trying to make both. So this one is Butterick 6852. That's version B. And this other one is View A. So this is Butterick 6852. I have no pictures wearing this yet. I've worn it to work, but didn't get a chance to take a picture. But it's a little cute one. I just wear it with a nice little black pants and some loafers to work, and that's it. This is like a Friday wear or midweek when I'm lazy and can't wait for the week to be over. This one, at the time I showed you, it had no buttons on. So this is a little tiny black, some unique buttons. This one already falling off. Let me show you one that's on the shirt and not falling off. There it is. So yeah, I've worn this one. I absolutely love the darts in the back and the shaping that is given the shirt. There it is on the inside. And again, it's all French seam, 2 yokes to enclose it and keep it clean. Yeah, so that's what this is. Again, this is Butterick 6852. This one is 1538, Simplicity 1538, but this one, I think I used this Butterick 6852 to mirror the darts that were in the back. I liked it on that shirt so much. 1538 had no darts, or has no darts. And I wanted to bring the back of this in some more. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are the darts. Some long fisheye darts is what they call them at the back. Yeah, so this one's cut on the bias, this yoke here. This one was just fine, I think, yeah. Back of the shirt. Nothing fancy about this one. I just did the cuffs the opposite direction. Nothing fancy, didn't twist anything there, but yeah, you're just plain. That's it. Insides again, all done. French seam, forgive me, I see a thread at the end of my thing. So yeah, that's it. Again, this one, it's the 1538, but I use the Butterick just to get the darts in the back and kind of bring in the waist a bit on this one. The final one is gonna be, I think it's McCall's 8285. That's McCall's 8285 for this one. This one, the last one I made, I had a little frill design, a little ruffle thing going on for there. This one, I decided to put black piping in there to break it up. I got this linen from Mood. It's like a gingham linen, a smaller print. So, and then I added some beautiful round buttons to this one. On the inside, I did the French seam on this piece again. Arms eye done French seam. 2 yokes to enclose the back. Buttonholes, and then that's it. Nothing about this one that's fancy. It's a nice linen fabric, and I'm still not sure how to dress it up. The way I styled it, I didn't like it. I don't know if it was the belt or what. And to this day, I've said it that I like the way it looks on the dress form than when I'm wearing it. But yeah, this is what it is. It needs ironing, but it was in my closet, so not going anywhere. This one is more a work style dress. I'd say Monday morning kind of thing for me. So yeah, a shirt dress in the summer because it's linen and it's cool. And I wear a, what do I call this? A boy's shorts under this one for the summer. So that's it. So we're down to May, I believe. I think so. So while we're on the work attire, this one, we're down to what we made in May. So this one is gonna be Butterick 6378, Butterick 6378, and this one was View B. I absolutely love this one. I've worn this to work, I'm ashamed to say. I think I wear this to work almost every week, but it's mine, I love it. It doesn't matter. It seems as if I have the one shirt, but it's like a rayon batiste, I think. I absolutely love it. When I got it, I was like, I don't know what to do with it. It feels like a handkerchief fabric. It's light, it's airy, but it's really comfy, so I like it. I absolutely love these ties. And when I tie, it gives this little peekaboo effect in here. Not much showing, but yeah, I absolutely love it. There's nothing fancy or extra about this top, but again, it's the fabric, it's the black and white, it's just classic. It's black and cream or beige, I'm sorry, but I absolutely love it. So yeah, this is what I'll call my uniform. I wear it every week. Perhaps because I say it now, I won't wear it this coming week, but yeah, I absolutely love it. So that's it. Oh, this one I had on the inside, like a bias finish. Just the seal on the inside. No, I don't even know how to fix it on the hanger, but time's going. I'll just get this after I'm done this. The next thing I made in May was this pink shirt. I absolutely love this pink shirt. I love the fabric that I got this from Mood, and it's like a heathered pink, like it has streaks of white going through it there. Yeah. And this pattern is this one, Liesl. And I made, I'm not even sure, I think I made view B. Yeah, I think I made view B. This one, I made it with the pockets, with this covering right here. This piece of fabric I found in my stash. It's right here, not sure what to do with it. A whole 4 yards of it still. I French seamed the arms high. It's my dart on the inside. There's the French seam going down, and then 1 second. Sorry, I had to pick it up. Then on the end, I added a tab, which is a cute little tab on the inside. And on the other side, I did the tab as well on the finish. So this is basically it. My favorite part of this shirt is the collar. This little piece, I'll probably take it out. I'm not feeling it. It needs a tag. My favorite piece on this one is the circular tab. This is the circular end. On 1538, they're all squared like this. Square finish. This one, it has a circular ending to the cuff, and I kind of like that feminine touch. I'm trying to undo the button, so forgive me. This is my favorite part of my shirt. I just love it. I don't know. The colors blend well. I just love it. And then I love this piece that is going down on this right here. It's called a tower placket. I sometimes call it a house placket. I don't know, but that's right there. I absolutely love this. I think I should just wear my shirt like this, because this is the happy part of my shirt. So yes, this is the LaSalle. Yeah, that shirt, that beautiful shirt design by that designer. So that was it for May. So we're almost done. Look, we went through all that. We're almost done. The next one, we're on to June, and we only have 3 things for June. Thank goodness it's coming to an end. So for June, we made it Simplicity 8546, and we went for view B, the long version of the dress. Here's this belt that I never actually wore when I styled it and I took the picture. Well, maybe one day I'll need the belt, but at the time I styled it, I wanted to wear it open. So for this one, it had the design had a long sleeve with cuffs and stuff that you could kind of fold up. I didn't want that because it was linen. It's a mid-weight linen, and I didn't want to have a shirt sleeve. So for this one, I did the pockets, and then on the pocket, I had these cute black and white buttons going on right there. So I decided to use them. I've had them for a while and was like, what am I gonna do with this? I don't make black at all. I have nothing black that I've made. And so I think this was a good use of the buttons. 2 yokes, one on the outside. This is the inside of the shirt. The arm's eye, front seam. And this one. Front seam all the way down this one. And for the pockets, I kind of did the front seam on the inside. Just this, did front seam for the pockets as well, so I get a clean finish on the pockets on the inside, all the way down where it gets to the slit. And I just did a regular machine basting hem on the bottom of this because it slits at the end. We're back on the outside. Yeah. So this where the slit comes down to the end, and then it gives me that opening right there. This is what the pocket looks like on the outside. Yeah, I'm checking. So this is my pocket right there. I'm getting a reflection from the light, and I'm trying to show you what the pocket looks like. So there is the pocket. So yeah, I absolutely love this one for a spring day, a dress up. I can do this full black. I can add color to this, or I could wear it with the belt. But yeah, I never thought I'd make a all white linen dress, but yeah, because linen crushed, it makes a mess and it gets nasty, it gets dirty easily, it crushes, it does everything. But again, it's linen. From you understand it and you know what it is. For me, it's just keeping it white, and I love it. I think on the end of this, I made some, playing with my machine, and made some stitch. I don't think it's gonna show up, but yeah. So that's that one. For this one, I'll add pictures as I go along. I hope I don't forget the pictures. This one was 7405, McCall 7405, and I made, no, this is not it. I think I missed a garment. Yeah, I missed a garment. I have to go back. This one is this pattern right here, and I have to open it because 7943. I got this one off the counter. McCall 7943 is this one. I'll show you a picture of it. I think this is a fun fabric, and so I have been wanting to make this into so many different things, and then finally I gave up and said I'm just gonna do this dress because I like this dress and it's a fun dress. So it's a cotton poplin I got from Mood, but this time I decided to add pleats. So instead of a ruffle, I did pleats on the end, and it gave a different spin to the dress. I also added some, I don't know what you call that, pleats in the front. And so when I wear it and I close the back, this is what it looks like. So let's visit the insides again. This one, as I said, this wasn't a French seam. I kind of opened it because of the back. There's no way I could have done a French seam on this one the way it's positioned. Let me step back so you can see it. I could not have done a French seam on this one for the opening. So what I did was opened it, pressed the seam open, and on each side I turned it over on itself and just stitched it down. Hopefully you can see it right there. Yeah. And then when I got to the area where the pleats were, I just covered this with some yellow bias tape on the inside. So this is what the inside of the dress looks like. Normal machine stitch basting on the end. So that's the hem. And of course I have the fabric belt. I'm sorry, I dropped it and I had to pick it up. This is the fabric belt that the dress I skipped was the one I made in May. Wait, sorry. This is the one I made in May. And this is this pattern now. 7405. McCall 7405. It's a simple dress. I think it was 3 pieces. The back is cut in 2. And the little tie at the, hold on one second. I'm not sure if it's the back or the, okay, yeah. I was looking to make sure this was on the right side. Ooh, lots of orange going on there. Yeah. And then this is the back on the inside. So I French seamed it all the way down. That's the inside of the dress. Hopefully it's not too orange and you can see what I'm showing you. That's the inside of the dress right there. So that's basically it. Nothing much to this one. Just a plain and simple afternoon walk in the park, Sunday afternoon dress. And the final thing that I made for June was this jacket that we talked about in my last video. Not gonna go over it much because we just talked about it. I just showed it to you. Not much to it. So that's basically it. Bias binding on the inside. Yeah, that's it. I think that's all the makes I have from January through June. Those are all the things I made. I think there are about 25 pieces or so garments that I made. So that's all I have of my makes from January through to June of this year. And I think I've accomplished a lot in terms of make. I've done more than enough than I set out to do. I didn't have a goal. I just wanted to create and have fun in doing so. And I think I finished half of the year doing that and want to improve on my skill of sewing. I have so much more to learn and so much more to do, but I want to just stop. I wanted to stop and show or review the things I've made, and also thank you very much for sticking with me. I hope you've been enjoying the videos. Of course, you have been giving me feedback because most of you have more experience than I have sewing for about 5 or so years. So again, thank you very much for sticking around with me, and I hope you continue along with me on my journey. That's it for today. Bye.